Are you in the same boat as I used to be? You sacrifice hours of your weekend scrubbing the bathtub, putting in serious elbow grease. But when you finally rinse it all down, full of anticipation, you're met with sheer despair. Those rough, yellowish-brown, crusty stains are still sitting right there at the bottom of the tub, completely unfazed. Your bathtub still looks old, dirty, and utterly unchanged. That level of frustration is genuinely soul-crushing. It leads so many of us into a spiral of self-doubt. Am I just using the wrong cleaning technique? Or are my family's hygiene habits really this bad? Let me stop you right there and tell you, this is absolutely not your fault. What you are battling isn't ordinary dirt, and it isn't everyday body oil. According to data from the United States Geological Survey, many regions across the United States have extremely high levels of hard water. In fact, roughly 85% of American households are supplied with hard water. And that is the true culprit, making your tub look so tragically aged. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jared Min. Every day, I'm here exposing the everyday secrets they don't want you to know. So, what exactly is hard water? Simply put, it's water packed with high concentrations of dissolved inorganic minerals, specifically calcium, magnesium, and even iron ions. Every day when you shower, this mineral-rich water cascades over the surface of your tub is less than #0. 1 hash is greater than. When the water droplets naturally evaporate and dry, the moisture disappears, but those microscopic minerals are left behind. Day after day, month after month, these invisible microscopic crystals stack up layer by layer. Calcium and magnesium typically create a chalky, grayish-white haze. But if your plumbing is a bit older, or your water has a high iron content, those iron ions oxidize and create those maddening, stubborn, yellowish-brown or rust-colored stains. What's worse, these mineral deposits literally bond with your tub's porcelain enamel or fiberglass on a molecular level. Its scientific name is inorganic mineral deposition. Now that we've identified inorganic minerals as the villain, why is the massive aisle of cleaning products at the supermarket completely useless against them? It all comes down to the foundational logic of cleaning chemistry. Most mainstream cleaning products you buy are formulated specifically to attack organic matter. For instance, your trusty bleach is a master at oxidizing and destroying the cell walls of mold and bacteria. It's phenomenal for black mildew spots. Or, take the beloved eco-friendly baking soda and white vinegar combo. Its main job is to break down acidic or alkaline organic residues, like the soap scum formed by a mix of body wash and natural skin oils. Because of this, many products pushed by big cleaning brands only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. But mineral deposits are inorganic. Trying to wash away inorganic minerals with bleach is like trying to melt a granite boulder with dish soap. Aside from wasting your energy and polluting the environment, it is completely pointless. This is exactly why your go-to cleaners work miracles on organic stains, but fail miserably against hard water crust. At this point, many people consider throwing in the towel and calling in the pros. If you want to permanently solve this, you usually face 2 highly expensive options. Option 1, hire a professional bathtub refinishing company. Professional reglazing is expensive, typically ranging from $300 to $800. When you see that quote, your first thought is probably, wow, that's steep. And it is, because it requires specialized labor, proprietary materials, and a multi-step process. The technicians have to aggressively acid wash the tub, sand it, mask off all the surrounding tile, spray a specialized primer, and finally apply multiple coats of industrial-grade polyurethane. Not only is it labor-intensive, but it also requires heavy-duty ventilation equipment to exhaust the toxic fumes. Option 2. Smash the old tub and install a new one. Factor in the labor, plumbing modifications, demolition, and repairing the surrounding tile. And the cost of a full bathtub replacement easily skyrockets to $2,000 to $6,000, or even more. So, isn't there a scientific, budget-friendly middle ground? Yes, there is. And it's the star of today's guide, oxalic acid. Oxalic acid isn't some mysterious, cutting-edge chemical invention. It's a naturally occurring organic acid found in plants like spinach and rhubarb. Scientists discovered its unique properties centuries ago. In fact, oxalic acid is one of the core active ingredients in classic American cleaning staples like Barkeeper's Friend. So, if Barkeeper's Friend is at the supermarket, why do we need to DIY this? Because commercial daily use scouring powders are heavily diluted with abrasives and fillers to ensure they are safe for general everyday use, the oxalic acid concentration is relatively low. It's fantastic for shining up stainless steel pots or kitchen sinks. But when we are facing a thick, multi-year accumulation of yellow hard water scale in a bathtub, we need a much more direct, highly concentrated agent. The science of oxalic acid. How does it work? Let's introduce a key chemical term, chelating agent. The word chelate stems from the Greek word for crab's claw. You can visualize oxalic acid molecules as millions of microscopic crabs. When oxalic acid comes into contact with those yellow-brown minerals on your tub, it doesn't try to physically grind them away like sandpaper. Instead, it extends its chemical claws and precisely grabs onto those metal ions. Once the oxalic acid bonds with these yellowing metal ions, a magical chemical reaction occurs. It transforms the rock-hard water-insoluble calcium carbonate, or iron oxide, into water-soluble oxalates. Visually, it looks as though the stubborn stains are being softened and liquefied. The chemical reaction is doing all the heavy lifting for you. You don't need to scrub furiously with a brush, which means you are also maximizing the protection of your tub's original factory glaze from physical scratching. Hearing all this, you're probably itching to try it right now. But hold on. This method is incredibly effective, but safety first, you must use gloves and proper ventilation. While oxalic acid works like magic, it is fundamentally a corrosive and toxic industrial chemical. We must treat it with the utmost respect. First, where to buy it and what to look for. High-purity oxalic acid powder is actually incredibly easy to find and shockingly cheap. You don't need a specialty chemical supply store. Just head to your local Home Depot, Lowe's, or search on Amazon. In the hardware store, it usually won't be in the bathroom cleaning aisle. Head over to the paint and wood treatment section. You are looking for a product labeled wood bleach, or explicitly marked oxalic acid 99%. A standard 8 to 16 ounce tub of this white powder usually costs just a few bucks. This tiny investment could save you hundreds in refinishing fees. 2. Your mandatory safety and tool checklist. Before you even think about opening that container, you must have these items ready. Heavy-duty chemical-resistant rubber gloves. Absolutely no thin, disposable food prep gloves. If an oxalic acid solution touches your skin, it will cause stinging, redness, and even chemical burns. You need thick, dedicated cleaning gloves that cover your wrists. Safety goggles. Your eyes are incredibly vulnerable. When mixing the powder or rinsing, even a microscopic splash could cause severe eye irritation. N95 or protective dust mask. In its dry powder form, oxalic acid is extremely light and easily kicks up invisible dust when poured. Inhaling this dust causes severe irritation to your respiratory tract and lungs. You must wear a mask while mixing. Non-abrasive soft sponge. If using a standard kitchen sponge, only use the soft yellow side. Alternatively, use a soft microfiber car wash sponge. Never use steel wool or stiff bristled brushes. Aggressive scrubbing in a highly acidic environment will permanently destroy your tub's glossy finish. A small plastic bowl and plastic spoon dedicated solely for mixing your oxalic acid paste. 3. Critical safety warnings. Before you begin, open the bathroom window and turn on the exhaust fan. Keep the air circulating the entire time. Oxalic acid is highly dangerous if ingested. During this process, strictly banish children and pets from the bathroom. Pregnant women should also avoid handling these types of chemical cleaning tasks. Additionally, you must know that oxalic acid is safest and most effective on traditional porcelain enameled cast iron tubs. However, if your tub is acrylic, fiberglass, dark natural stone, or has a colored coating, oxalic acid could strip its shine or cause severe discoloration. Is less than #0. 25# is greater than. Regardless of your tub's material, I highly recommend doing a dime-size spot test in the most inconspicuous corner of the tub first. Let it sit for 10 minutes, rinse it off, and check for any damage before proceeding with a large-scale application. If your safety gear is on and your spot test was successful, we can start this sub-$5 deep cleaning DIY. Based on extensive real-world testing, here is the most effective, foolproof, step-by-step process. Step 1. Surface pre-cleaning and total drying. Before introducing the acid, we need to clear the runway. Use your normal mild cleaner to wash away the superficial layer of dust, hair, and freshly formed soap scum or body oils. Pro tip, pitfall to avoid: after washing, you must use a dry towel to wipe the tub completely bone dry or run the exhaust fan until no moisture remains. This is a massive rookie mistake. If the tub surface is still wet, the oxalic acid paste you apply will be heavily diluted, lose its concentration, slide right down the drain, and fail to cling to the stubborn scale. Step 2. Mixing the magic descaling paste. With your mask, goggles, and thick gloves on, pour about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the oxalic acid powder into your plastic bowl. Next, extremely slowly, add a tiny amount of warm water. Stir slowly with your plastic spoon. Your goal is to mix it into a thick paste. Aim for the consistency of thick pancake batter or Greek yogurt. Step 3. Application and patience. Using your soft sponge, scoop up the acid paste and spread it evenly over every yellowed, brown, mineral-stained area of the tub. Pay special attention to the disaster zones, around the drain hole, directly under the faucet, and inside the textured anti-slip grooves on the tub floor. Make sure these areas get a thick, generous coating. Now, put the sponge down, take off your outer gloves, wash your hands, and set a timer on your phone for 20 to 30 minutes. Then, physically walk out of the bathroom and close the door. Do not stay in there and scrub. Give the chemical reaction time to work. Let the little crabs of the oxalic acid slowly dismantle the calcium and iron ions. If the air in your house is particularly dry, check on it around the 15-minute mark. If the paste looks like it's drying out and cracking, use a spray bottle to mist it very lightly with water to keep it damp. The chemical reaction requires moisture to continue working. Step 4. Gentle wiping and massive rinsing. After 20 to 30 minutes, put your gloves back on and return to the bathroom. Take your non-abrasive soft sponge and gently wipe the treated areas in light circular motions. You will be amazed. Those once rock-hard, rough, brown stains will now feel as soft as mud. Most of the gunk will simply dissolve and lift away under the gentle sweep of the sponge, revealing your tub's brilliant original factory finish underneath. Once you've wiped it down, here comes the most crucial step. Use your shower head to blast the entire tub with a massive volume of warm water. Rinse it thoroughly and repeatedly. You must ensure absolutely zero oxalic acid powder remains. While wearing your glove, run your hand over the tub surface. If it no longer feels slick or gritty, it is fully rinsed. Step 5. Troubleshooting and expectation management. Once rinsed, dry the tub and inspect your work. I want to be perfectly objective here. Most users report that the first application removes 70% to 90% of the yellow-brown mineral scale. Your tub will undeniably look dramatically brighter and cleaner. However, if your tub's yellow scale has been baking on for over 5 years, or your local water is exceptionally hard, one pass might not make it flawless. Don't believe exaggerated online claims of instant 100% permanent removal. The results absolutely depend on your water quality, the age of the stains, and the tub's material. If you still see stubborn spots after the first wash, don't panic. That is entirely normal. You can simply wait a day and repeat the mix-apply-wait process, specifically targeting those holdout spots. Usually, by the second application, the vast majority of the stains will surrender completely. Step 6. The long-lasting protective shield. You worked hard to get your tub gleaming white again. The last thing we want is for it to turn yellow next month. Once the tub is completely 100% dry, head to an auto parts store and pick up a bottle of ceramic spray sealant or a hydrophobic surface protectant. Following the product instructions, spray the sealant evenly over the clean, dry tub surface, then buff it out with a microfiber cloth. This lays down an invisible, molecular, water-repelling barrier. The next time you shower, the hard water will bead up and roll straight down the drain, drastically reducing the chances of water sitting, evaporating, and depositing minerals. Combined with regular light maintenance, this will significantly delay the return of that dreaded yellow scale. There you have it, the exact steps to restore your bathtub to its former glory. We may not be able to change our city's water supply system, but by understanding the science and knowing the right methods, we can solve the problems it creates and save ourselves a massive, unnecessary expense in the process.